Jeff has the night off. In Chinatown, another Portland restaurant says it is closing because of the pandemic. Mero Mole says they just cannot afford to stay open.
Our Lindsay Nadrich is digging deeper into what it's like to run a restaurant during this pandemic and how the minimum wage increase that starts tomorrow could impact other restaurants out there. Lindsay?
Yeah, so even though they stayed open doing takeout during the shutdown, the owner says it just wasn't enough to make up for what they lost. So after 9 years in business, they are closing for good after Friday. And the owner worries it's a decision other small businesses may soon have to make as well. Mero Mole in Chinatown relied on tourists, concert goers, and office workers to stay open. So when the pandemic hit, they lost the majority of their business. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon.
It's just the nature of where we are more than anything. You know, some of the restaurants in neighborhoods are scraping by. You know, some are even doing okay. Just kind of depends on where you are and what type of food you're doing.
Owner Zukin says he tried to stay open as long as he could for employees, but there's just no money left.
I mean, personally, right now, it's just a matter of trying to survive, you know, trying to pay my mortgage, not go bankrupt, because I spent the last 15 years putting every ounce of my money into restaurants, and it's all gone now.
And as some businesses are just barely hanging on, Oregon's minimum wage goes up starting tomorrow. In Portland, it increases by $1.25 to $13.25 an hour. Nick says on the one hand, it will help those making minimum wage pay bills.
But it'll also mean that fewer people in the long run are going to be employed because a business owner just can't do it. So it's going to help and hurt. It just kind of depends.
Employees at Nick's restaurant were already making more than minimum wage, so this change wouldn't have impacted them. That was the case for several other small businesses I called today as well. But as more and more restaurants close, there are more people looking for work. That will soon be the case for Nick's employees, so in the meantime, he started a GoFundMe.
Most of my employees aren't eligible for unemployment. So, I mean, it is literally the difference between eating and not eating for some of them.
All right, he says this is a decision he didn't want to make. If you want to help any of those employees, we do have a link to that GoFundMe on our website. Just head to KOIN.com. Reporting live, I'm Lindsay Nadrich, KOIN 6 News.